to give heartiest welcome to our today's chief guest, Honorable Dr. Satish Kulkarni,
Sir,
who is a
let me extremely sorry, but let me interrupt. I am not a
yes,
doctor, number one. There's a
yeah,
mistake, some mistake in presenting that, but I'm not
okay,
a doctor. Just please
okay,
continue.
okay. Who is the Chief Marketing Officer, Swami Samarth Electronics Private Limited, Nashik. And I also welcome to Dr. Anil Dubey, Head of the Department, Mechanical Engineering Department, Sandeep Institute of Engineering and Management, Nashik. I also welcome to our Principal Sir, Dr. V.R. Rati. I also welcome to our Honorable Dr. Shivanand Hirmat Sir, who is the Additional CEO of our Pravara Rural Education Society. I also welcome to all the participants who join here from distinguished corners of Maharashtra and my dear colleagues. Good morning to one and all. I am Professor Lavandi Vyar. Being a HOD, I take this opportunity to extend warm welcome to all present here for inauguration of this 2 days faculty development program on green energy for sustainable energy development, which is scheduled on today and tomorrow. This program is organized by Mechanical Department of Padma Shri Dr. Vikhe Patil Polytechnic, Loni. Dear participants, it will be my great pleasure to introduce you our chief patron, Honorable Sri Radhakrishnaji Vikhe Patil, Minister of Revenue, Government of Maharashtra, and Chairman of Loknete, Dr. Balasaheb Vikhe Patil, Padma Bhushan Awardee, Pravara Religion Society, Pravarnagar. Honorable Saru Shantai Vikhe Patil, ex-president and member of Jilla Parishad, Ahmednagar. Honorable Dr. Sujadada Vikhe Patil, member of Parliament, Ahmednagar Lok Sabha. And Honorable Dr. Shivanand Irmat sir, who is additional CEO of our Pravara Rural Education Society, Loni. Dear participants, you know, faculty development program help us to strengthen professional development of the faculty and administrator who deals directly with students. The goal of this FDP is to enhance the knowledge in the area of green energy as well as to increase their understanding in the area of sustainable green energy so that we will be able to better guiding to the students. You know, education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepared for it today. Once again, I express my gratitude and extend warm welcome to all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra. Due to some important work, right now our principals sir are not having with us. Now I would like to invite our Professor R.S. Narode to give further guideline regarding FDP. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our faculty development program. We are honored to have such distinguished group of teachers and students for joining with us. Let us all take advantage of this opportunity to grow and learn together. I would like to warmly welcome our guests who have generously agreed to share their expertise with us. Uh, Kulkarni sir, I'm going to introduce the brief biodata of sir. Sir, he has graduated in political science and public administration, certified in carbon management, CHG accounting, carbon footprinting, markets and trading, carbon minus India, certified in ESG, business responsibility and sustainability reporting from carbon minus India. Sir has a wide experience of last 15, 25 years. Sir is working as a chief marketing officer in Swami Samarth Electronics Private Limited. The company is into manufacturing of improved biomass cook stoves, catering to corporates for CSI and carbon credits and dealer network. He has also worked from 2015 to 22 in iCherry Strategy Consultants Private Limited as a chief marketing officer. They handle digital strategies for companies for their online marketing, social media marketing, and sales strategy and sales training. He has also worked from 2004 to 2013 in ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company Limited, Nashik, which is India's leading insurance company in private sector. Sir has also having the outstanding achievements in resourcing role as managed largest team of advisors, 84 in Maharashtra, certified of excellence for December 5, March 6, October 7, and June 8. Created two MDRT in 2007 and 2008 in my sourcing role as agency manager, helped channel development manager, Nashik, for recruitment by way of organizing events and tie up with various newspapers. Sir has also worked from 2000 to 2004 in Sriranga Prakashan Private Limited for their newspaper brands Dainik Deshdoot and Deshdoot Times, Nashik. So I request sir to please continue the session.
Sure. Thank you, everyone. And I would like to start the presentation. Number one, thank you very much. I'm so glad that I'm in between such a qualified and distinguished teachers, rather, who are actually who got a very important role in developing children's career. Now, particularly last few years, I'm connected with sustainability and green energy. We are manufacturing improved biomass cook stoves. They are wood stoves. Basically, they are wood stoves which help the tribal and very poor people in the country, where the, the women in the homes, when they are cooking using a traditional chula, they in a day when they cook, it is as good as smoking 40 cigarettes in a day. They inhale so much smoke. So we developed a chula, improved cook stove, wherein they are able to cook without smoke. It doesn't emit smoke at all. 95% smokeless chulas we're making, and it has benefited 20 lakh families in last 1.5 2 years in India, in the region of Maharashtra and other places. So we are now into carbon credit business majorly, and carbon credit is very important. I'll come to that in few slides in the later presentation. uh, we'll go through what exactly. I'll share the presentation. Importance of, I think, you can see the presentation. Sustainable energy. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
You can see the sustainable energy presentation, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. So we will talk about sustainable energy as in this short presentation, and then we'll have a question answer and discussion session, so that
Yes.
we can have a lot of interaction with very distinguished professors and teachers from all over Maharashtra. Now, renewable energy and sustainable energy are often used interchangeably, but there are some differences between the two. Renewable energy is energy that is created and replenished naturally. Sustainable energy is energy that can be used consistently without jeopardizing its availability for future generations. Any question people can ask me, so that we can start interacting right away, right? I mean, I'm okay with that. These are the types of energies which we are going to know in this presentation. This is a image, but I'll come one by one. All these things we'll be going through. Now we are talking about solar energy. We use solar energy systems to heat water, use in homes, buildings, or swimming pools, heat the inside of homes, greenhouse, and other buildings, heat fluids to high temperature in solid solar thermal power plants. In fact, now Government of India has recently launched some subsidy on for 1 crore homes all over India. They want to give them a zero electricity bill. They want them to set up solar panels on their terraces, and then they want to make electricity free for 1 crore families. It's a very good initiative. So this is what solar photovoltaic devices or solar cells change sunlight directly into electricity, and then they are stored in the cells, batteries, and then they are used effectively. These are some images which are in use. The two main benefits of solar energy are: systems do not produce air pollutants or carbon dioxide, which is the most important thing. This is what we are struggling at the moment. Any energy used, there is immense emission of methane, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, but solar energy gives zero carbon dioxide. Systems or buildings have minimal impact on the environment. Systems do not produce air pollutants on the terrace, on the place where sunlight is freely available, and this is what we are struggling at the moment. There is no any energy used activity to be conducted on that system or anything. Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide. But solar energy
without any
gives zero environmental hazard. Systems
But the main
or
limitations
buildings
of
have
solar
minimal
energy
impact
are
on
solar
the
energy
environment.
are the amount of
Systems
sunlight
do not
that arrives
arrive
air
placed
pollutants
on the
or
terrace
carbon
surface
dioxide.
is
This is
where
the most
sunlight is
important.
freely available.
Morning it is
And
different,
then what we are
afternoon it is
struggling
bland.
at the
Evening
moment,
it is
no
very
really
energy
energy
used
season wise it
activities
is
different.
depends
So it is
on
not
the
not
system or
methane,
anything.
carbon
It is
dioxide,
the amount of
carbon
sunlight varies
monoxide.
depending on location,
But solar
time
energy
of day,
gives
season of the year, and
environmental
environmental hazard.
But the main
Systems
limitations of solar energy are minimum sunlight. The amount of sunlight that arrives available for placed on the terrace surface. The amount of sunlight in a square foot of morning it is different.
And then what we are
Afternoon
struggling at the
is
moment, no
relatively
really
energy
energy
used
season wise
large
it is
surface
different.
area. So it is not possible to absorb
any
carbon
dioxide.
dioxide. The amount of
Carbon
sunlight
monoxide
varies
depending on location,
but solar
time
energy
without any
season
of the year, and
environmental. I'll be sharing this presentation,
System
but the main
also
limitations
later on
of
that
solar
minimal
energy
impact
have
on the
the minimum
environment.
sunlight. The amount of sunlight that arrives
available for
placed on the terrace. The amount of sunlight in a square foot of morning it is different.
And then what we are
Afternoon
struggling at the
wind
moment,
turbines
no
will
really
energy
energy
used
season wise
large
it is
surface
different.
area. So it is not possible to absorb carbon dioxide. The amount of
wind turbines can be used to produce electricity for a single home or building, or they can be connected to an electricity grid for more widespread electricity distribution. Now, advantages of wind energy. Clean and renewable source of power. It's very cost effective. Wind turbines can be used to produce electricity for a single home because or ample building. Air is free, so or they can be connected to an electricity grid for more widespread. Again, disadvantages of everything has got pros and cons. Now, advantages of wind energy. Wind reliability. Clean and renewable source of power. Wind is very high. I mean, it's very cost effective. Wind is very inconsistent. Wind turbines can be used to produce electricity for a single
using
home
wind
or
energy
building.
air is free,
To wildlife,
or they
because
can be
a lot of
connected to
places
an
potentially
cleared
grid. The for
plants,
more widespread
trees and all have to be
disadvantages
cleared
of
to
set up everything
such,
has got pros and cons.
windmills.
Now, advantages of wind energy. Wildlife, wind
some extent.
reliability. Clean and renewable
Additionally,
noise
very
and visual
high
pollution.
I mean,
is very cost effective. Wind is very
because it creates
in
lot
the
of
turbines
growth
can
of
the wind
industry
turbines
produce
large
now this
corporation
using wind energy air is free,
to wildlife,
or they can be
a lot of
connected
places
to before
potentially
tidal
grid.
energy. I want to ask
for
any
more
questions
widespread
please and all.
disadvantages to set up everything
solar
has
and
got
wind,
pros and cons.
Windmills.
Now, advantages of wind energy. Wildlife, wind
Not technical,
reliability.
obviously, but you can have
Clean
any
and
questions.
renewable
Additionally,
source of
noise
very
and
high
visual
pollution
is
very cost
high.
effective.
Wind is very
because it creates
in
lot of
turbines
growth
can
of
the wind
industry
turbines
produce
large
now this
corporations
using wind energy
air is free, or they can be connected to before tidal energy. I want
Yes,
to
sir.
ask
for
any
more
questions
widespread
please and all.
disadvantages to set up
Tidal
solar
has
and
got
wind
pros and
tidal
cons.
steam
Windmills.
generators. Now, advantages of wind energy. Wildlife,
Not
wind
technical,
reliability,
kinetic energy of
clean
moving
and
water.
renewable
Additionally,
source of
noise
power.
and
High
visual
pollution.
pollution
Similar ways,
is very
turbines
high.
that
Wind is very
use wind
creates
in
lot of
turbines
growth
can
of
the wind
industry
turbines
produce
large
now this
corporations
using
using
wind
wind
energy
energy
air is free, or they can be connected to before tidal energy. I want
Yes,
to
sir.
ask
high
more
large
questions
trees
please
and
and all.
advantages to set up
Tidal
solar
has
and
got
wind
pros and
tidal
cons. Windmills.
every level
Additionally,
advantages of wind wildlife
nature
nature
reliability,
kinetic
kinetic
energy
of
clean
moving
and
water.
renewable
Additionally,
source of
noise
power.
and
High
visual
in a similar way
is very
high.
high.
Wind is very
wind
creates
in
lot of
turbines
turbines
can the wind turbines
produce large
now this
corporations
using
wind
wind
energy
energy air is free, or they can be connected to before tidal energy.
just
I want
Yes,
to
sir.
ask
high
more
levels of
questions
water
please
and
and all.
advantages
Yes, sir.
Tidal
has
has
got
got
domestic
tidal
windmills.
every
Every
level
advantages of
windmills.
wildlife
Nature
nature
reliability,
kinetic
kinetic
energy
natural
clean and
resources.
renewable
Additionally,
source of
noise
power.
and
High in a similar way wind is very creates lot of turbines can the wind turbines large corporations using wind energy air is free, or they can be connected to tidal energy. I want to ask high levels of water and advantages flora and fauna
every level advanced wildlife. Nature is the shore. It is very wind creates growth of the wind turbine.
Particularly for smaller islands where there are limited or no fossil fuel available at all. The oil content is very low. Such islands and small places can use these kind of energies to a great extent without depending on any third party availability. We'll talk about the disadvantages again. As tidal energy, this can also affect the marine environment, may disturb private or commercial shipping, because a lot of space is consumed in these setting up these mechanical plants to utilize the wave energy. So the shipping industry will be definitely disturbed to a great extent. Dependent of wavelength for best operations. Though the sea waves are constantly happening, but then it still is uncertain. So the dependency is very high on wavelength. If the weather is rough, because nowadays we are seeing a lot of environmental changes, unusual rains, unusual flooding and all. So in the rough weather, the performance is quite low in these things. Again, there is a visual disturbance because seashores and sea places are normally where they are used by governments for vacations and holidaying for people. They are creating a lot of places for people to enjoy their places. So if these mechanical units are placed, it will be a hindrance for the people who are taking their vacations or holidaying in these places. So it's a very visual and noisy place. There is one thing which in India we are not seeing much, but in many places in Africa and Europe, they are using geothermal energy. Geo is earth and thermal is heat. Geothermal energy comes from heat produced by the earth. Now, geothermal energy can be accessed in areas where hot springs geothermal reservoirs are near the surface of the earth. In India, it is limited, but most of the time, Europe and some other places in Africa and all, these are used in very. Geothermal heat pumps utilizes a series of underground pipes, an electric compressor, and a heat exchanger to absorb and transfer heat. Geothermal power plants also harness the heat of the earth through hot water and steam. In these plants, heat is used to generate electricity. Now, these are some diagrams which, of course, I'm going to share with later on the same presentation. Advantages being renewable energy, because the steam is coming constantly from the earth crust, I mean, the hot water springs and other things. Cleaner than burning fossil fuel, because fossil fuels are compressed carbon. I mean, compressed. They release a lot of carbon dioxide. Here, there is no question of releasing carbon dioxide. Disadvantages being cost of drilling. It's a very high expense mechanism. Researching proper areas, that is also very high cost activity. Requires a suitable location. This cannot be done anywhere and everywhere. This requires a suitable location where there are resources where it can be used. Biofuels. Now we are talking a lot about this in these recent times. The two most common types of biofuels are ethanol and biodiesel. Ethanol is an alcohol. Ethanol is mostly used as a fuel additive to cut down a vehicle's carbon monoxide and other smoke causing emissions. Biodiesel is made by combining alcohol using methanol with vegetable oil, animal fat, or recycled cooking greases. It can be used as an additive to reduce vehicle emission, typically 20%, or in its pure form as a renewable alternative fuel for diesel engines. Now, as any other energy source, there are advantages and there are also disadvantages for the same. Advantages being easy to source, because there are a lot of factories that are generating this. I mean, easy to source, it is renewable, reduces greenhouse gases, because
Sir,
things are
sorry to
recycled.
interrupt.
Sorry.
PPTs are not changing, sir. PPTs are static.
Not changing.
Not changing.
1 minute. Can you see this now again?
Yes, sir. Biofuels. Yes.
1 second. Biofuel. I'll come to that slide. It is visible now?
Yes, sir.
Advantages, disadvantages?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as I said, easy to source, renewable, reduces greenhouse gases, reduced dependence on foreign energy. Now, disadvantages are there because biofuels, it is higher cost of production, lower supply than gasoline, monoculture, shortage of food, water use. This is a lot of what you call processing is to be done for generating this. So it's a high cost. Now, very important renewable energy is biomass wood pellets. Biomass wood pellets are manufactured or they are produced by using agricultural waste like rice husk, sawdust, then lot of peanut shells. These things are used and compressed in a machine
wherein the pellets are manufactured, which are used as a biofuel in various industries now, basically including large furnaces, steel industry, and everyone, power in, I mean, in power corporations, and they all have compulsion to use pellets in some percentage in exchange of in place of coal. So biomass wood pellets is a future fuel which is being aggressively used. Now, I've written this in detail because biomass pellets are high consumer. Uh, Nowadays, even hotels, restaurants are using biomass pellet cook stoves. I'll come to that. Basically, the regular natural gas, diesel, they are they, they are non-renewable source of energies, and many government is promoting aggressively these kind of wood pellets and renewable energies. Now, advantages of biomass pellets we'll come talk about. Wood pellets are made from sustainable biomass sources such as forestry residues, sawdust, agricultural waste, even specially grown energy crops. As long as forests are managed responsibly, biomass can be continually replenished. It can be every year the farming happens everywhere. Every year there is agricultural waste. It's a cycle actually. Every 2 months, 3 months, we produce a lot of agricultural waste. So there is no shortage of. It's a renewable source of energy. It is carbon neutral because we are not using a fossil fuel. When burned, wood pellets release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. However, this CO2 is offset by the CO2 absorbed by the trees during their growth, because we are using biomass pellets made from plants plant source. So plant source, when they are growing, they are absorbing carbon monoxide, and when burning carbon what you call pellets, they are releasing carbon monoxide. So it is balancing. It is carbon neutral fuel. However, this CO2 is offset by the CO2 absorbed by the trees and plants during their growth. Therefore, when managed sustainably, wood pellets production and consumption can be considered carbon neutral. Reduced greenhouse gas emissions. Compared to fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas, burning wood pellets emits lower levels of greenhouse gases per unit of energy produced. This can help mitigate climate change by reducing overall carbon emissions. Versatility. Wood pellets can be used in various applications, including residential heating, industrial processes, and power generation. They can be easily transported and stored, making them a flexible energy options. In Europe and colder regions, they are importing high quantity of pellets now, because for them it's a carbon neutral fuel. Instead of burning wood and coal, they are preferring pellets nowadays because it's a carbon neutral fuel. Energy independence. Utilizing biomass for energy reduces dependence on fossil fuels, which are often imported and subject to price fluctuations and geopolitical tensions. India is not worried because India has coal, but then it emits a lot of carbon monoxide. There are some disadvantages like any other fuel. Air pollution. While burning wood pellets produces fewer emissions compared to fossil fuels, it still releases pollutants such as particulate matter, PM2, nitrogen oxide. Sir, the slides are visible?
So slides are visible, but you're not changing it.
It is changing. From my side, it is changing actually.
No, we are visible only biofuels, advantages, disadvantages.
There's some error with the. Now you can see disadvantages.
Yes, sir.
Only these disadvantages.
Disadvantages is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay. This
Yes, sir, it is visible.
there may be some technical error with Google. I don't know. But anyways, now we'll talk about the disadvantages of biomass pellets. Air pollution. While burning wood pellets produces fewer emissions compared to fossil fuels, it still releases pollutants such as particulate matter, nitrogen oxide, and volatile organic compounds. Improperly operated or inefficient wood pellet stoves or boilers can contribute to local air pollution. Now we are into manufacturing of improved biomass cook stoves. When we manufactured our cook stoves have uh, 90-95% smokeless. They work on a methodology which I'll discuss after this slide. The smoke is zero, the emissions are very low, and the combustion happens in a very effectively. And whenever a, a stove is, for example, wood or pellets, if in normal condition they'll burn for 1 hour, in our cook stove it works for it double the work it does. I mean, it works for 2 hours, so the efficiency is very high. Deforestation and habitat loss. Unsustainable harvesting of wood for pellet production can lead to deforestation. म्हणजे people are, if they are using renewable agricultural waste, then it's fine. If they go for deforestation and use those waste wood, then deforestation, the fear of deforestation is always there. Habitat loss, biodiversity decline. It's crucial to ensure that wood pellets are sourced from sustainable managed forests or from waste wood. Resource intensive. Producing wood pellets requires energy and resources for harvesting, processing, and transportation. Large scale pellet production may also compete with other land uses, such as food production. Storage and handling challenges. Wood pellets need to be stored in dry conditions to prevent deterioration and mold growth. Additionally, handling and transporting large quantities of pellets can be logistically challenging and may require specialized equipments. It is a very cost intensive process for transportation and storage. Hence, pellet use is very low in large cities, in particularly in Bombay, Bangalore, Pune, and all. The difficulty is hotels and restaurants want to save money, because when they are using pellet stoves, they are saving 50% of the cost of their gas. But in our case, the problem is when we are it requires large space to store the fuel. A 15 kg bag or 20 kg bag of pellets can be used for just one time. So if they want to use for a week, they'll need at least 25-30 bags to be stored they'll need a place to store. So that's a big challenge in bigger cities. Cost. While wood pellets can be cost effective, because using wood pellets in place of natural gas, the commercial gas that we are using, the cost saved is 50%. So the restaurant owners, the business owners and all, they save 50% of their cost on their fuel, which is a very big saving, because as a business model, they always look for cutting their cost. So wood pellets are very, very useful. While wood pellets can be cost effective in regions with abundant biomass resources, they may not always be competitive with cheaper fossil fuel. The initial investment in pellet stoves or boilers can also be relatively high compared to traditional heating systems. Cheaper fossil fuels, see, where the biomass waste is not easily available, the cost of pellets may be slightly higher. So I'll just run a small video in this presentation. This can be seen.
Around the world.
No, sir.
The video is not be visible.
No, sir. That
No, sir.
disadvantage PPT is there, sir.
Slides are not moving ahead. I am not sure why.
Yes, sir. Slides are not moving.
Just a minute. I'll have to again.
Sir, please press the F5 so the presentation will be there and that will be changed. Then slides will be moved.
Now the video is visible.
Yes, sir. Video screen is visible. Please press the F5, sir.
Renewable energy use is on the rise, and these alternative energy sources could hold the key to combating climate change.
Sir, video is not playing. Just we are say it is. Is it only audible?
Oh,
Renewable energy is generated from sources
No?
that naturally
No,
replenish
sir.
themselves and never run out. The most common sources are solar, wind, hydro, geothermal, and biomass. Over 80% of the total energy consumed by humans is derived from fossil fuels. However,
the video is not visible.
Video screen is there, but it's not playing.
renewables are the fastest growing source of energy.
Not even now.
No, sir.
Renewable energy has many benefits. First, it can combat climate change because it creates no direct greenhouse gas emissions. The only emissions that they produce are indirect, meaning those that result from manufacturing parts, installation, operation.
I'm so sorry. Why there's some technical glitch. This was my last slide for the session.
Okay, sir.
Can you have a discussion with people?
Yes, sir. Dear participants, if anybody is having any question or you can ask to the sir.
Yeah, we can have a discussion, open discussion for any queries, because I am more into carbon credit marketing and carbon credit generation and all. Because renewable energy is promoted by government of India in a big way now, world over, in fact, because the Paris Agreement, then COP two, COP 27, COP 28. It has been initiative from all the governments. Climate change is a big challenge for everybody. We can see the temperature increasing in last 200 years. 1.5 degrees of temperature has gone up. Average temperature has gone up. So it's a very big challenge, and renewable sources are being promoted big time. Carbon credits are being issued so that people who are actually doing the good work, they should get back some monetary benefits also. So anyone has heard about carbon credits?
Yes, sir. Kindly elaborate that.
Yeah. See, carbon credit is the amount of carbon I am saving from entering into the environment. So I am issued a carbon credit. 1 ton of carbon credit, if I save, I get one carbon credit. And one carbon credit is valued internationally for different things. For example, solar energy. Then, if I'm using solar activity, then I'm using biomass activity, then I'm using hydropower, whatever I'm using. In that, if I'm saving 1 ton of carbon dioxide for to enter into the environment, I'm issued one carbon credit. Like that, companies are doing a lot of carbon credit projects. I'll explain our company project in this. uh, and then they are earning carbon credit, and these carbon credits are tradable instruments across the world. People sell these carbon credits to make money and then reinvest them in bigger projects. In our case, we are manufacturing improved cook stores. So let me play a video for you in that case. 1 second. videos are not visible here, na?
Yes, sir.
So I'll try 1 second. Can you see this video? Is this video visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'll just pause
Yes,
this.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll just pause this and explain you. Now this lady is using a improved cook stove manufactured by us. Now this cook stove is distributed free of cost to tribal region, very poor people, and the wood they are using wood. Wood is actually a what you call it is not a carbon neutral fuel. It is a non-renewable source. But when they are using this wood, the emission of carbon monoxide in the atmosphere is very very low. Traditional chulas emit smoke. This chula is not emitting smoke, and this chula, as I said, if the family is using 4 kgs of wood in a day to cook their meals, all 3 meals, they will have to use only 2 kgs. So they are saving 2 kgs of wood every day. So this saving is counted. So we are preventing that much carbon monoxide less in the atmosphere. We are preventing that much emissions. So that prevention is counted in carbon credits, and that amount of carbon credit is issued to the cookstove project company, and that carbon credit is sold in the market. For example, last year we distributed 20 lakh stoves to 20 lakh families in the country, in India. So each stove saved about generated about 4 to 5 carbon credits each stove every year, and each carbon credit was valued at around $5 to $6. So every stove generated an income of $20 for the company. $20 is in today's circumstances 1600 rupees approximately. So in 5 years the company will be making a profit of say 8,000 rupees, and the cook store distribution is done at 1,000 2,000 rupees. So it was a very good business model for many companies. We have manufactured but the project was done by some other company. We were only manufacturer of the cook store. So this is how carbon credit is generated in cook store business. People can ask if I'll just run this video once. It does not emit smoke. It's very important thing. It does not emit smoke. It's a very very environmental friendly cook stove, and it runs on wood. It is not running on any fossil fuel. It is directly running on wood. That much less wood is used. Anyone has any query, please?
Yes, sir. Myself, Koralkar. I want to ask you that. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
I want to ask that for we are using wood for this
Yeah,
stove, but
right.
for that purpose we have to get the carbon credit here.
Ma'am, your voice is slightly breaking. Can you please repeat?
We are using wood for that stove.
Right.
So how we will get the carbon credit? Because
Yes.
for that purpose we have to cut trees.
Exactly. Very good question. See, in the world, more than 1.2 billion people are depending on wood even today. There is so much poverty in Africa, in India, in all third world countries. Wood is the primary source of their energy. For us, it is very easy. We just put on the gas and we cook and we proceed. But in rural and tribal areas, there is no much availability of gas and other things. So they are using traditional chulas even today, in spite of the fact that there are about 8 crore Ujjwala connections given in the country. 25% people are only refilling. The remaining 70-80% people are unable to afford it. There is so much poverty all around. So they are anyways using wood. They have no choice. Please understand the concept. They are anyways using wood. They'll be using 5 kgs of wood in a day, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
See, in general case, we will compulsorily use wood.
Yeah.
In the traditional chula, to cook their food, to heat water, to in a for the daily purpose, they will use wood. They have no other choice. But if I am giving them a improved chula, improved cook stove, like the one I showed to you on the in the video, they'll
Yes,
be
yes.
using only 2 kgs of wood, right?
Yeah.
So they'll be saving 3 kgs.
Yeah, as well as there is no smoke. So,
Exactly.
for the
Exactly. There
breathing
is a
purpose,
lot
they
of
will not get
benefit.
hurt.
In the rural areas, nearly women are losing 10 years of their valuable life because
Yes,
of the
correct.
lung diseases and eye issues. Not only
Yes,
ladies, the small children in the family are also facing health problems. So
yes.
these chulas are smokeless.
Hmm.
Now what we are doing is we are encouraging lot of companies. A lot of companies are approaching us for their CSR projects, because any organization, small banks, small what you call pathpedis, and these people,
Hmm.
they have a group of they have some funds allotted for social service.
Hmm.
So they are distributing 100 stores, 500 stores in very rural area. They are benefiting. See, they are giving for they have to spend for social work anyways, CSR activities. So they are distributing these stores to tribal and very poor areas.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of benefits. Number one, you said rightly, there is no smoke. There is less usage of wood, which prevents the tree cutting. Most
Hmm.
importantly, the women get time to what you call, because in a traditional chula they have to continuously monitor the chula, sitting next to chula. They have to keep blowing air in that. They have to it's very unsafe for the small children. Here, once they start cooking, they don't need to monitor it. They can do their other work also in the home. Secondly, when to use 5 kg of wood, they have to go out and bring the wood. So
Hmm.
that time is saved. That time is used in valuable other activities for their children's education, for their financial activity. They can go out and work in that time saved. So
Hmm.
economically also it is beneficial for the crowd.
Yes, sir. Got it very nicely.
Yeah. So any other question, please, most welcome. People can ask. Because
Sir, what is
I am talking more about improved cook stove, because that is what we are manufacturing, so that you get more insight about the carbon credit.
hello, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What is the cost for the one smokeless chula?
Acha, right. So the smokeless chula is in the retail market, in the open market, is around 2,500, between 2,500 and 3,000. But when people are taking 100 pieces, 500 pieces from us for social work, then we give them very good discount.
Okay, sir.
But it has to be in bulk. So
Yes,
people are
sir.
doing it. I mean, lot of like we have lot of inquiries from lot of big institutions, companies, and all. They take from us a lot of, like, Rotary is there, ICICI Bank is there. Lot of people buy from us to for social activities.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Mr. Sanket. Hello, Mr. Sanket raised his hand. Any question, please? Yeah, Mr. Hemant Kumar.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Hemant Kumar. Hello. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mr. Sanket and Mr. Hemant Kumar had raised hands. If they have any questions, please ask. Yes, Mr. Hemant Kumar. Actually, a lot of people are raising hands. Any questions, please ask.
Hello.
Santosh sir, your voice is not clear.
Hello.
Hello.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
You said about credit points, carbon credit points.
Right.
So, who can get that points? If suppose I am using your chula,
Right.
that I am getting it, or the company which provide me that chula, who get that?
Sir, the thing is, the credits are given to those who are uh, putting up the project. Now, project means I must give the chula free of cost. I should not earn money by selling the chula. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
See, when I am selling a chula, it means I have made money on that product, right?
Yes, sir.
Once I make the money, I am not eligible for the carbon credit. Hello.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Now the
You
thing
are.
is, I'll explain you the process in a very simple this thing. Now what happens is, suppose I am a company. I want to put up a carbon credit project. See, carbon credit project itself means that the what you call the project should benefit people. It should benefit people. Suppose, example, in Delhi government makes it compulsory that all the buses will be electric, right?
Ah, sir.
So when there is a government rule that all the vehicles will be electric, then carbon credit does not come in picture. It is business as usual. It is a carbon credit applies only when it is business not as usual. A poor family, a tribal family cannot buy that improved chula. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
They cannot afford it only because their daily income is so low that they will not spend 2,000, 3,000 rupees to buy a chula.
Yes, you are right, sir. But my question is what that how that credit carbon credits get evaluated? If I suppose I am taking your chula, but I am not using it.
So I'm coming to that, sir. I'm explaining in detail.
Okay, sir.
I'm explaining in detail. Now, when I am putting up a project of 10,000 cook stores, example, so I will be distributing 10,000 chulas free of cost to a very, very poor tribal region where they cannot afford gas, they cannot afford what you call any other form of energy source. They have no option, but currently they are using traditional chulas.
Right.
We are replacing that, right? We are telling them you upgrade yourself, and investment is done by Satish Kulkarni and company, or whichever company, example. So I am distributing free of cost chulas for these 10,000 people. Now 10,000 people are using 5 kg of food every day currently. Am I right?
Okay.
Now by using my chula, these 10,000 people will use only 2 kg per day now. Am I right?
Right.
So the saving is 3 kg per family per day. So I am helping reduce deforestation by 30,000 kgs per day. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So
Absolutely.
there are then beyond that there are calculations which happen that how much saving is done, how much we have reduced deforestation, and there are formulas to come to a conclusion that per store these many credits will be generated.
Okay, sir. Okay. That
And
means, sir, if your organization manufactures 1 lakh chulas, and out
right,
of that, only 10,000 is for only a social purpose.
right,
So only you will get credit points for that 10,000 chulas.
right, correct. And 90,000 students will not get because we have sold that.
Okay, sir. Okay.
We have
Thank you,
earned
sir.
money from that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any other query, please?
Yes, anybody's having any question? Because the second session is in schedule.
So,
No, sir. No,
sorry,
sir.
sir. Sorry, sir. Am I audible? Can I speak?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Can you share your contact number afterwards that we will contact to get more details on this?
Definitely, sir. Mine, you can note down my number. Shall I put it on screen?
Okay, sir. Please.
1 second. I'll just put it on screen so that you can see. Yeah, I put my number on the screen. You can see it. Hello. The number is visible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
The number is visible.
Sir, please share the screen.
My contact number is visible, na? Hello.
Sir, please share the screen.
My number is visible. I have shared the screen.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, 1 second. Na?
Hello, Kulkarni sir. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Otherwise, we will send on WhatsApp group all details or details which are required to participate or not participate.
Gitanjali ma'am, please. You are sharing the screen. Please stop sharing.
That is
Stop sharing.
I'm just sharing.
Gitanjali ma'am.
Trying to share the screen. If it is visible, fine. Otherwise, we'll create a WhatsApp group.
Hello, sir. We will share on WhatsApp group.
Already we are
Yes,
having,
sir.
sir, the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Yes.
Now screen
Yes,
is visible, sir.
The screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You can take down my number and you can call me anytime. So we encourage people to, particularly institutions, their HR departments, their CSR departments to use their social activity funds for distributing this free chulas. It's beneficial for the women in the families, the children, the environment, and serves lot of purposes.
Hello, Kulkarni sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Are you continuing second session immediately?
We can, sir. If can we take a break of just 5 minutes?
Okay,
If,
sir.
if it is possible, otherwise we can continue.
Okay, sir.
Just I'll
No,
rejoin in just
better
2
way
minutes.
to continue second section immediately, sir.
Yeah, immediate. Shall I continue or shall I take 2 minutes break?
Okay. Okay, sir. We can take 5 minutes
Yeah, please.
break. No
I'll join
problem
in.
at all.
I'll
As
join
you
in
wish.
short,
At
sir.
11:40, we'll start the second session.
11:40. Okay, phone. No
Yes.
problem.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Participants, please stay.
Yes.
Participants are requested to stay online. Please do not left from the session. We will start the second session at 11:40 sharp. Okay, Kulkarni sir. Kulkarni sir. Participants are requested to please wait for 2 minutes. The session will be start soon.
Yes, sir. So can we start?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Now, the second presentation also is slightly similar because green energy is very compact area of work.
Sir, please share the screen.
I will. 1 second.
Okay, sir.
Can you see this? So this is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Screen is visible. I'll start the presentation, and in this we will have more interactive discussion than, because the slides are slightly common in the from the previous this thing. So I'm starting this, right?
Yes, sir.
A broad overview we'll take of the this presentation. What is green energy? Different types which we have already seen in the past presentation. Indian green energy, cost and efficiency, and most very the new thing is recycling. What is sustainability? Now, what is green energy? It is energy resource that are renewable. I mean, we have seen this. I mean, this is, as I said, slightly repetitive, but we will have a longer discussion. Which I want to certain things I want to share, which may not be in the presentation. Can be naturally replenished, clean, safe, and not harmful to the environment. Right, Mother Earth. Slides are moving forward.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Oh my God.
Now it is moving, sir.
Now it is moving. Types of energy you can see. Types of green energy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Solar energy, hydropower, then geothermal, wind energy, biomass energy. These are the broadly biomass, solar. Slides are moving. Can you confirm?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Solar power we have already discussed. It produced by using photovoltaic cells which capture sunlight and turns into energy. The problem, cost of solar panel. This is a cost sheet, so we'll not discuss this. The cost of solar panels is very high. Coal is the cheapest. That's why we are using right now. Oil is slightly higher because oil extraction is required, green. But solar energy is very high because currently the cost of panels, solar panels and all is very expensive. These giant spin wheels spin from strong winds which spin a turbine of a generator to produce energy. And as you see the image itself, you can see the image.
No, sir.
Oh my
Slides are
God.
not moving.
Slides are not moving. This slide is visible now. The image of
Yes.
windmills.
Yes, sir. Wind
But-
power.
But some problem is it gets stuck in between. Anyway, you can see the amount of space that wind power has taken. The disadvantages we saw in the last slide. The noise, the space constraint. Slides are moving.
No, sir. Wind
my-
power.
Because in my computer the slides are moving, but I don't know why you people are not seeing.
Sir, please start the presentation. Please press F5.
I have already pressed F5.
Because we are seeing all PPTs on left side and
On. The slide is, you can see the slide green energy.
no any studies done.
Any study done? Any studies done? You can see all the points.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is said that wind energy is supposed to bring down costs and reduce in the air to the. Okay. You can see this image.
No, sir.
Hydropower.
No, sir. Now hydropower.
Now it is visible.
Yes, sir. Now it is visible.
Oh, and now power to water.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it visible?
Okay, okay. Then I'll not, because when I press F5, it goes away. So I'll not press F5.
Okay, sir.
Fine. By using Earth's water cycles and running water used through mostly dams to provide energy. 90% energy efficient compared to natural gas being 50% efficient. Hydropower is about 1/3 the cost using fossil fuels and about 1/6 the cost of natural gas. Biofuels we have already studied, we have already seen in the last slides. Using natural materials to turn into fuel or forms of combustible energy, which is mostly plants and plant products. Like in India, we know the sugarcane, this thing, ethanol, methanol, and all these things.
Sir, excuse me.
Huh.
Will you explain little bit which substances are there in fossil fuel?
Fossil fuel broadly, it is coal and oils. These are the basic. These two are the main fossil fuels.
Okay.
Now, what happens is what is coal? Actually, let us come to that basics. What is coal? It is a compressed, like millions and millions of trees were thousands of years ago. They were compressed in the Earth's crust, and they got compressed, and they what you call, that much carbon is trapped in these coal, right? Now, when we burn that, carbon dioxide is released.
Yeah.
That is the danger which is happening. That is the pollution which we want to come out of it. And why there is so much talk about green energy, green environment and all? If you see, the temperature is rising by every 100 years, 2 degrees, 1.5 degrees, because whatever sunlight falls on the earth, it is reflected back in the environment outside. Now the problem is, because of the carbon dioxide emissions, the sunlight is coming but it is not going back, so the heat is increasing at every level. Global warming, you must have heard this terminology very often.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So that is what is the problem actually. The uh, carbon dioxide released from these fossil fuels. Now we are burning petrol and diesel. That is also fossil fuel only,
Okay.
right?
So petrol is also fossil fuel included
Yes,
in.
yes.
Yeah.
All these are non-renewable source of energies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how carbon dioxide is being released in such a large extent in in the environment, and causing the problems.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Geothermal, yeah, you're saying something.
No, that only. Yes, got it. I was thinking that fossil fuel includes petrol is not there in the fossil fuel. Now I got it very clearly.
Yeah, it is basically all the fuels that basically, what is fossil is below the earth. I mean, whatever compressed carbon is accumulated, and we are using it as a fuel, be it
Okay.
petrol, diesel, oil, then coal. Mainly coal. Actually, we are using a lot of coal for generating energy,
Yes, yes. Got it, sir. Very clear.
electricity. Yeah, these are some diagrams which I'll be sharing the presentations to Nathe sir after this thing. Whenever we create a WhatsApp group and all, I am available there also. Geothermal energy systems are expensive. I have told it earlier also, because number one, it is available in limited places, and setting up plants to extract use the geothermal energy is quite expensive. They are able to pay themselves off in 5 to 10 years. Is able to cut the energy bills by 30 to 40%, but the return on investment on the machineries, on the system, on the manpower and all is 5 to 10 years. So it is quite expensive. Overall, what is good is hydropower and geothermal. Bad technology, not there yet to that extent. Solar, because we are not able to give solar energy to the common people at a low cost. It is very high. Wind energy is not accessible to common people. Biofuels also is not accessible to common people. Now, India and sustainability. Over the last 40 years, all levels of government in India have reworked policies to promote growth, and it's more environmentally sustainable. India policies aimed at greening economy provide several lessons for international community. How sustainability politically acceptable in a federal system of the government. India is far ahead of the target. Like Modi ji had said that by 2070 India will become carbon neutral. uh, I think we can have this presentation is fine. I think we can have more interactive discussion also simultaneously. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Now,
Yes.
when Modi ji has said that by 2070 India will be carbon neutral, what do you understand by carbon neutral? I mean, this is a very intelligent crowd, so I think we should discuss these things. What do you understand by being carbon neutral or net zero or carbon neutral? Anyone?
Means, according to me, that we will get the carbon credits and less pollution.
Uh, Partly right, but what is carbon neutral? Now, for example, Facebook India has declared itself as carbon neutral, net zero. Uh, net zero company. What is that?
India will compensate the amount of carbon it is producing.
Perfect, perfect. Who? Very good. Now, what happens is, suppose, for example, a company is there, or your institution is there. We'll take any one example of any college, any one college. For example, Pravara College. Pravara College is using electricity. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now they will be using say 1,000 units of electricity per month. Now that electricity it comes from a power plant which uses coal. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now it means Pravara is carbon negative at this point of time. To become carbon neutral or carbon plus, they have to do some activities which are compensating that usage of coal for their electricity. Either they have to plant trees, either they have to distribute cook stores, either they have to do some activity which will compensate that usage of coal. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So these companies like Infosys has distributed 1 lakh biogas plants in South India. Biogas plants are also renewable. Am I right? Hello.
Sir.
Biogas plants are used. Gas is produced by animal waste mostly.
Yes, sir.
So Infosys is also on the verge of declaring itself as a carbon neutral company. Net zero company. It's a famous term, net zero. So becoming carbon neutral is the aim. The Modi ji has said that India will become carbon neutral in 2070. But Modi has also taken a target that we'll finish our net zero target by 2047 on the 100th anniversary of our freedom. That is how it is. Net zero is playing a very big role. Most of the organizations are contributing towards net zero. Have you heard of? I'll give you a simple example of carbon credit terminologies. There are 3 types of emissions: scope 1 emission, scope 2 emission, scope 3 emission. Now, because this is not a presentation for carbon credit, so I have not made slides for that. But I think I can discuss this with you, right? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, there are 3 types of emissions: scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3. Scope 1 is like, for example, I am going to my office. I am going to my office or factory. There is a factory which is running. Factory is using electricity for manufacturing their products, right? Factory is using electricity, it is using water, it is using all the natural resources for running the factory. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So that is scope 1 emissions. Directly you are responsible for that particular emission. Now scope 2 is the material that you are producing is the people who are working with you. People who are working with you are traveling by bus, by train, by car, or by, so whatever they are spending to reach to your office, that is again part of your emission. That is scope 2 emission. Scope 3 emission is your suppliers to send the raw material to your factory. They are using transportation, they are using even your employees are flying. they're flying in aircrafts. So they are also contributing to emissions, carbon emissions. Am I am I under people? I hope you are understanding this.
Yes, sir. Getting it
Direct,
very.
direct emissions, indirect emissions. We all are responsible for that. So companies are taking steps in all the directions. They are incentivizing people for not using for using public transport. See, when I'm using an individual car, I'm emitting more what you call more carbon dioxide than I'm using a electric train, right? So that is what is the goal of our country. Like, so we all are part of that goal. So we have to contribute at our levels. So there was a Kyoto Protocol. Now carbon credit. When we're talking about carbon credit, so there are various protocols. Kyoto Protocol was the first protocol in 1998. In March 98, they had a meeting in Kyoto. They declared some rules and regulations for different countries, like voluntary market, and there was a voluntary market, and there was uh, countries like Europe and all. They are quite advanced, and they have done maximum damage to the environment because of the industrialization. India, Africa, we are less criminals because we have not done so much pollution as much as Europe and America have done. So they were penalized. They were told that you will have to pay for that. That's how the mechanism started. When we talk about carbon credit, we will do good for environment, and someone else will pay for it. If I'm not understood, if people repeat my. So Kyoto Protocol was one protocol which was United Nations had uh, taken initiative for all the countries, that it is very high time that we take care of the environment, and that's how Kyoto Protocol. Then a lot of agreements happened. Paris Agreement. Now, in last December, Dubai had the conference happened in Dubai, like that. Recycling is again very important factor in our green energy, where we are trying to recycle the plastic, the used paper, and other things. They have given some color internationally. They had given some terminologies for white or clear glass, brown glass, paper and cardboard for blue, yellow for packaging, green dot. Like, if you must be seeing a lot of on packaging, there are a lot of symbols. There are for recycling, glass, paper, plastic are taking big time leap in particularly western region. Also in India we are able to do it, but in India there are financial constraints. There are no major incentives for people going for waste management and all. It's a slow process, but we are doing it. All collected paper is processed for mixed paper. So paper is also recycled, because paper is the source of paper is plants. So if we recycle paper, then that much less trees will be cut and deforestation will happen. Recycling is happening for envelopes, books, catalogs, and all these paper products. Metals are also recycled. Metals are recycled, aluminum foils, tins, cans, and other things. Plastic is refilled in a very big way, recycled, sorry, in plastic bags and all. These are all the purpose is to save the environment. save the sea, water, and the forests. And in our country, the government has already taken a lot of steps in clean and green India and all these things. Thank you very much. I want to add one topic. Yep. Any questions first? Then I'll discuss one very interesting topic with you all. Any questions, please? Hello.
Yes, any question, please? Participants can ask the question.
No, sir.
Can I talk something very different and connected to sustainability? But can I talk on a very different subject, which I work on that as a social activity personally. So, how many of you think that? Okay, let us have an interactive session in this. How many liters of water are we using in a day? Individually, I'm saying. Anyone can answer. Particularly one person, how much water are you using? 10 liters, 20 liters, 40 liters, 50 liters.
Up to 100 liters, sir.
Up to 100 liters. Okay. Any other figure?
15 liters, sir.
15 liters. Okay. Anyone else, please?
60 liters.
60 liters. Okay. If I say that each one of us, average, each one of us is using anywhere between 1200 and 1500 liters of water per day, will you agree?
How it is, sir?
That's what I'm asking. Yes or no? You don't agree or you agree?
No, sir.
No. Very good. Anyone else who's saying no? It's a very interesting topic. I mean, I'll be very. I can have a 4-hour session on this. This is connected to sustainability.
In terms of air, that means
very deeply connected to sustainability. Yes, sir. Someone was saying.
in terms of oxygen.
Sorry.
In terms of oxygen, because water is made from the H2, and we are using the oxygen.
No.
We are utilizing oxygen.
Not that. I'm saying direct consumption of water.
It may be.
I'm saying direct consumption of water. If I'm saying that you are using 1200, we are averagely using 1200 to 1500 liters of water per day. So how many of you agree? Anyone? If no one agrees, I'm fine. But then I'll explain. Thing. I'll come to that. Now, actually, we are using each one of us averagely we are using about 1000 to 1200 to 1500 liters of water each day. I'll explain you how. And that is the most dangerous thing happening, and we are reaching nowhere environmentally and even health wise also. I'm talking about very deeply. I'm talking a very different subject now, but connected to sustainability, of course. How many liters of water is needed to cultivate 1 kg of wheat or rice? Anyone can tell me? To cultivate 1 kg of wheat or rice, how much water is needed?
No idea, sir.
A blind guess. X liter of water, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200, 500,000, whatever. 1 kg of wheat or rice.
Three times.
200.
Sorry?
200 liters.
200 liters of water for 1 kg of wheat or rice. Hello?
300 liters.
300 liters.
Sorry, three liters.
Sorry?
3 kg of water will be required. per
300
1 kg.
300 liters of
3
water is
kg.
required. 3 kg.
3 kgs. 3 kg.
3 kg of water. 3 liters of water, you're saying.
Per 1 kg rice.
My dear friends, I'm extremely saddened to say this. That 1 kg of, to cultivate 1 kg of wheat or 1 kg of rice, we need approximately 4,000 liters of water. It is shocking, but it is the truth. And if we are consuming 8 chapatis in a day or 10 chapatis in a day, you can imagine how much water we are using on a daily basis. Each family is using not less than 2,000, 3,000 liters of water. Wheat and rice are most unsustainable crops. Hello.
Yes, sir. Please continue.
Yeah, wheat and rice are the most unsustainable crops we are consuming. So that's how water conservation is connected to green energy and all. So that is another very big area of concern for all of us. So that's how, I mean, that's a very short, I discussed that in very short, but I take what you call lectures on this area of food as medicine, food as food can heal. I take that sessions. I do as a social activity because we all must consume less of or no of wheat and rice.
Participants can ask the questions.
Anyone has any question on carbon credit, carbon neutral, or any other thing
Hello.
related to? Yes, sir.
Hello. Sir,
Yes.
you are not clarify that matter ki how we can consume 1200 to 1500 water, liter of water per day.
Sir, that's what I'm saying. We all are consuming wheat and rice.
Okay. Considering the rice, you are saying that we are consuming around 1200 to 1500 liter of
100%.
water per day.
100%. We
Okay.
use for normal. We use for our normal use. Like we use in the bathroom. We use that much is say 100 200 liters of water in a day. Additionally, if we are eating
Okay,
8
okay.
chapatis, example I'm giving, if someone is eating 8 or 10 chapatis in a day, that person is consuming 400 500 liters of water there only.
Okay.
It's
Then
so
what is the solution for to reduce the consumption of water?
fantastic.
Is
Good,
there
very good
any?
question. I was actually waiting for this.
Ah,
There are crops which consume less than 250 to 300 liters of water per kg. There are crops which shift to those diets, those food, because those food are good for environment. Those food are excellent for our body health. Any disease can be cured eating those food. So that's what I'm saying. Like there are
the major food is in North Indian is wheat and South Indian is considered as a rice. Is there
right.
any alternative to replace that food?
Sir, there are beautiful alternatives to replace that. The alternatives are
Okay,
so good that someone suffering from cancer also can be cured consuming that food.
okay,
someone suffering from major heart disease or any disease can be cured consuming that food. And these food we are having from last thousands of years. Just last 100 years to 150 years, Britishers have ruined us because of this wheat and rice.
Okay.
We were dumped with this food from western region. We were dumped with this gluten in our bodies, in our the maida and the bread and all this nonsense. And then we are suffering from, because of that we are suffering from major diseases. 50% plus people have diabetes today, heart problems, cancer, and they're very common. We can have a separate session for that. I'm ready for that.
Okay, okay.
What food
So,
what
I
food you should
think
have?
now I think you may say regarding, I mean, replace will be bajra and jawar, or maybe some different millet.
Sir, yeah,
Am I
exactly.
right?
Bajra and millet is one thing. There are multiple millets, and some millets are so healthy that you cannot imagine. It's like amrut. They cure any disease. So I am promoting that as a social activity in and around. So we can have a
This is good. This is good. Doing something the of communities. Well, I for your efforts, and I request you to give some good name in Indian language. And maybe all are not happy or maybe not accept that. Maybe one person maybe accept, they maybe get good result and promote in
Sir,
future.
I'm sorry. Sir, I'm sorry. Your voice is
You
breaking.
are doing.
Sir, your voice is slightly breaking. I'm not
Here
able to.
network is
No problem.
network issue.
Yeah, you can
I
tell me.
say, I said कि can you say some few foods name in Indian language so that कि जो है हम लोग भी हो सकता है कि इतने सारे लोगों में एक दो लोग भी अगर एक्सेप्ट करता है तो आप सोसाइटी के लिए अकेले कम्युनिटी मैंने ये जो कर रहे हैं कम्युनिटी के वेलनेस के लिए, तो हो सकता है कि हम लोग भी उसका बेनिफिट हो जाए तो हम भी प्रचार प्रसार करें.
बिल्कुल करिए सर, बहुत अच्छा है. मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको कि
ओके.
I'm primarily talking about 5 millets which are called सिरी धान्य. आपने सुना है इसके बारे में? किसी ने सुना है इसके बारे में?
नहीं, बीच में वो जो है ना अपना जो क्या उसका नाम है, चौधरी जो है उनका काफी मैं थोड़ा वीडियो देखता था, उन्होंने जिक्र किया था.
नहीं, मैं आपको सिंपल बताता हूँ. There are 5 millets. मैं आपको पांच मिलेट की बात करता हूँ सिर्फ. और ये 5 मिलेट हजारों साल से हम खाते आ रहे हैं. केवल ये पिछले 100-150 साल में हमको पूरा डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया है इन्होंने. वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज हैव रूइंड आवर, हमको दवाइयों से थोप दिया गया है पूरी तरह से. और 5 है. मैं आपको इसका, मेरे पास इंग्लिश वर्ड्स है, मैं आपको हिंदी में बताता हूँ. एक है फॉक्सटेल मिलेट करके है. सुना है आपने फॉक्सटेल मिलेट?
आंध्रा में या तेलंगाना में शायद ये होता है, बोलते पंजाब में होता है, ऐसे कोई राज्य में जहाँ पे
मैं अच्छा, फर्स्ट लेट मी नहीं, Mr. Chavan has asked Mr. Chavan has asked me in Marathi. Now the problem is, I'll tell you, when you are making a WhatsApp group, I am very more than happy to discuss detail in that group, because अभी ये टाइम उतना नहीं होगा शायद.
yes.
हाँ, मैं आपको पूरा डिटेल बताऊंगा. मैं इसके लिए सेशन भी ले सकता हूँ. Absolutely, I am okay because I am guiding lot of people on health issues.
सर आपका अगर व्हाट्सएप नंबर सार्वजनिक रूप से
नहीं, मैंने शेयर किया हुआ है. मेरा नंबर शेयर किया है. मैं आपको नंबर अभी भी फिर से शेयर करता हूँ. आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम.
हाँ, बोलिए.
एक मिनट. हाँ, मैं मेरा नंबर दिख रहा है आपको?
नहीं ना सर,
मैंने स्क्रीन शेयर किया.
ओके.
यस सर.
हाँ.
मेरा ये पहला नंबर जो है 9822 वो व्हाट्सएप पे है. वो व्हाट्सएप पे है.
ओके.
और इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग है कि मैं एकदम ब्रीफ में आपको 5 मिनट की बात करता हूँ, केवल 5 मिनट की. जो इम्पोर्टेंट 5 मिलेट्स है, फॉक्सटेल मिलेट में बता रहा था. Before that, can I take permission if I can continue this discussion? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, all will be give permission because it is related to our health and lifespan. So
Life sustainability and everything.
I take. Yes.
So, फॉक्सटेल मिलेट करके फॉक्सटेल मिलेट है, तो अपने पुराने इसमें व्हेन वराह स्वामी द विष्णु के अवतार जो है, वो जब राक्षसों से युद्ध करके अपने मंदिर आए वापस, वहां पे वो थक गए थे, वो उनको सांस लेने को नहीं आ रहा था, तो उन्होंने अपने भक्तों को पूछा कि हमें क्या करो. he was offered priyangu paisa, which is foxtail millet. तो foxtail millet works very well on your lungs issues. लंग्स का कोई प्रॉब्लम होगा, नर्वस सिस्टम का प्रॉब्लम होगा, तो फॉक्सटेल मिलेट खाया तो ठीक हो जाता है. ऐसे सारे. देयर इज वन कोडो मिलेट ब्लड पे काम करे. There is a lot of disturbance, no?
Badal sir, please mute your mic. Badal sir.
Sir, I think we can have a WhatsApp group. मैं उसमें I'll share everything there. I have no problem.
Okay, sir. We can communicate on that on WhatsApp.
Yes. Anyway, thank you very much for giving the opportunity, and we can connect again anytime. I am available.
Okay. Anybody is having any question? So we conclude the session. Yes, dear participants, anybody is having any question? Okay. I would like to thank Satish sir for giving us the valuable guidelines on these green energy, sustainable energy sources. And I think all participants have enjoyed the session. A lot of things that we don't know, we have understand very good manner. Satish sir, I'm very thankful to you for giving your valuable time.
Thank you.
We are always trying to arrange the sessions regarding these green energy and sustainable energy sources. I think in next year or next semester we'll plan another FDP, and the topics are also we are taking guidance from Satish sir, so we can arrange the theme of the sessions accordingly.
Sure, sir.
Thank you very much all the participants. Without your support and participation, the FDP will not be successful. Satish sir, thank you once again for sharing your thoughts and guiding us regarding the sustainable energy sources.